Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't realize I was in the game. Ah! Get out! Get out! Ah! Okay, we're good. We're chilling. So apparently I was in the game. And I was I was making a coffee and come back. And didn't realize I logged in. And Ida was getting smacked by the electric bat. I think Raiden's out to get him. That was scary. Okay, back to the music. All right, fam. You know the rules. So do I. Let's not pretend like we don't know. Cap is aside. Not really. Fam, how we doing? We start on the drop as per usual. Yo, today's a weird stream. Today's a weird one. I don't know what other way to describe it. It's a lore stream. We got a lot to talk about. Supposedly, my mind is gonna be blown out. Be honest, we read a little bit in the last Enkanomiya stream that we did, and the little that we read was already kind of crazy, which is why I stopped reading it in that stream, because I was like, we need to dedicate a whole stream to this, because I already know that if I would have read it that stream, I would not have gone to bed at a decent hour. It just wasn't gonna happen. So here we are. Fast forward, fam. How's it going? How we doing? How we doing? Dude! Yo, really love it. Dude, the Haori. I don't know how to say it. Haori. Dude, this. Oh, it's so cozy. I can't even begin to describe to you. Cannot even begin to describe to you. Madrina's new flavor looks so good. I had to order it. You know what? You just reminded me. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Out of curiosity, did you use code BeUnreal? Don't be shy. No. Cap is aside. Fam, there's a new flavor that they released. So you guys know what the flavor is. It just came out today. I thought it was already out. Oops. But it actually just came out today. It's what I've been drinking for the past week. It's birthday cake. Just to let y'all know, I mix my birthday cake with dark chocolate raspberry because it's my absolute favorite. It's what I'm having in here and what I'm about to have again as I refill. Hold on, can I? Why is this a 40-second long thing? That's weird. Never mind, we're not doing that. Never mind, but yeah, yo, my guy, bam, we here. This is the first time we're legit gonna read these books. I'm excited, I can't wait. So, here's the plan. Here is the plan. We're gonna hit up Enkanomiya, right? I haven't looked at any of this lore yet, for the most part, right? And we're gonna see what it has to offer. We're gonna see what's all dude, I've been getting non-stop DMs like, bro, when are you gonna read Enkanomiya? Bro, when are you gonna read Enkanomiya lore? Bro, my guy, Mr. I like lore but doesn't want to read the lore books. My brother, my guy, my son. When are you gonna read the Enkanomiya books? Okay, we're here. We're here. We're finally. It's happening. We're finally here, man. We are finally here. It's about time. It took a minute. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, depth perception. I thought that dude was right behind me. Now I know what you're gonna say. You're like, dude, he's clearly depth perception, Dreamer. He's clearly super far away. Well, that's what you would think, right? And then I found this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Where is he? Is he like? I think he's here. I'm pretty sure. Dude, there's a freaking ruin hunter that's smaller than Shao. Can you believe it? I don't think that was possible. Where is it? Is it here? Is he? That's a Mirror Maiden. That's... No, he's probably at the ruins, most likely. By the way, I have something to talk about. Is CH in the chat? Question mark. CH, can the real CH please step forward? Por favor. You did a dono off stream. I gotta make sure that I'm not, like, am I supposed to refund that to you? I think you might have missed a digit. My guy. If possible. Someone smaller than Shao? That's what I'm saying! Which means y'all... Oh, wait. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I'm fine. No! Hold on. Wait. Wait! Starting strong tonight, are we, Drew? We're starting strong. We are. Yeah, 100%. Liam, welcome back to the fam. Thank you for becoming a member. How's it going? Welcome back to the fam for 9 freaking months, Liam. Congratulations. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Just gotta rewind the clock real quick. Nobody saw anything. Nobody saw anything. But yeah, we're reading the Enkanomiya books today. We got a lot of lore to talk about, apparently. Give me a second. I'm trying not to kill the Kamisato bloodline at all. By the way, is CH in the chat? Someone donoed off stream. And I just want to make sure that I'm, like, if I got to refund that to you, please let me know. I think you missed a digit by chance, perhaps. If you're in the chat, please let me know. Chat, if you see someone step forward, please let me know. I just want to make sure that... okay, there we go. We're good. We're chilling. We are A-okay. We're 100% chilling. Awesome. Dope. Okay, let me show you this thing. Where is it? It's got to be around here, I think. Most likely. I'm pretty confident. Because there's those two guys, right? There's Ugly Duckling One right here. You see him? Look at him.
Yep.
Bro. He's tiny. Dude. He's so freaking tiny. Look. Let me switch to Shao real quick, all right? Dude, I was like flipping out. I was flipping out, my dude. Yo. Look. Dude. He's kind of cute. He's a little cute, right? Dude, Child's little brother would love. Dude, Tooser would love one of these. We gotta hit up Tartaglia. Be like, yo, hey, we got a present, you know. It doesn't function, so you should be safe. Feel free to give it to Tooser, as long as you make sure that it's not gonna, you know, wake up and possibly attack it. But Tooser would love this. Dude. He was the way. The way you use Shao. I mean, I'm a small guy too. I feel his pain, you know, but Yeah, you know, for comparison's sake, like, he's smaller than Xiao. Like, look at this. Like, Xiao is actually somehow beating him in a height. Like, the fact that this is even a possibility. I took like 5 pictures. Is that bigger than Klee? I don't own Klee, fun fact. But is it bigger than Chi-Chi? That's the question, right? Hold on. Okay. Oh my god, they're the same size. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold the phone. Dude! Yo! They are the same size, basically. But Chi-Chi might be a little... Hold on, let me go behind. Yeah. With the hat, they're about the same size. Give or take. Yeah, with the hat, they're about the same size. Well, actually, no. Chi-Chi's kind of on elevated ground, so... Gotta... Yeah, no, that counts. That counts. 100%. Well, no, it's a little taller than... I mean, it's about the same size. It's a kid model. It's a kid... Oh, man. It's a kid model. But, I just came from Islands Elysium Realm stream, and he called you out for not doing Elysium Realm. Brother! The man did like a few streams of Elysium Realm, but doesn't do like each and every single thing. So I'm gonna call him out. I'm slow, man. I like to read each and every single little thing and each and every little chapter and have like a whole discussion on it. Does that take like 5 times as long? Yes. Is it efficient? No. Will it hold viewer retention as much? Probably not. Do I care? Kind of, but not really. I like to enjoy the lore, man. Nah, but jokes aside, what's Island up to? Did he just finish? How was the stream? Are you there? Question mark. Island, my guy, Isaac, my man, my dude. Don't leave me. I'm sorry. But yeah, like I've thought about it. I've thought about like doing everything like off stream and then like coming back and like just knocking it all in one go, but it's not the same. I don't know. Like for me, like part of my thing is I like having like that blind reaction and me just like kind of flipping out like, what the fudge? Sue used to wingman Kevin and Kevin was trying to, you know, hook up with Dr. May and was thinking about going on a concert with her, right? And Sue was like, hey bro, like maybe, you know, they were like texting back and forth. Like I spent an hour talking about that. Was that realistic? Probably not, but you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm excited for it. We're doing a lot of lore stuff, and it's been good. It's been good. Speaking of, Ido, my guy, awesome. Has anyone like stepped forward? By the way, CH, are you in the chat? By any chance, my dude? Hopefully, maybe. I just want to say thank you so much for the dono, but I'm trying to refund that to you if possible. If you messed up on the dono, no, maybe, possibly not. Reach out to me, but I am gonna like hype the hell out of it just because regardless of whether or not it was a misclick or not, bro, I appreciate the dono, especially off stream. And no, not in the chat. Nobody. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm trying to see if anyone's like stepped forward. I don't think anyone has. Fam, this is your going once, going twice, going 3 times. No, can I freak out? Bro, I was freaking out. I was like, what the fudge? This can't be right. I don't think it's right. I'm pretty confident. I'm like 90% confident this is like a miss dono. I'm 90% confident. Maybe 80%. It was a wholesome as hell message, so I do want to read it. But it was nice as hell. So I'm gonna say thank you because I don't want you to step forward if you don't want to step forward, but hit me up in the DMs if you need to. Speaking of, let me look at my phone real quick. I had a weird feeling my mom texted me. Good night. Love you too. Sleep well. Awesome. Dope. Okay. All right. No, all according to his K-Cock, you're not wrong. You're not. All right, I'm doing this, fam. I need all the cheers in the chat. Okay? I need all the cheers in the chat. I still think it's a miss dono, and I'm still gonna refund it if you want me to refund it. All right. But are you ready to see the alert? I'm gonna replay the alert. Did you miss? I'm pretty confident that's a miss, Dono. Did we?
何か忘れているような。まあいいでしょう。また思い出したら誰かに届けてもらえばいいだけのことです。
Do you understand why I'm trying to see it and make sure that if I gotta refund that, I gotta refund that? Hey, I'm just saying. If you need me to refund it because you added an extra 0 or 2 or 3, let me know in my DMs. Do not feel pressured by chat to just keep it if you need it. Okay? If you know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure, but regardless of whether or not it's a miss, Dono. Dude, CH, thank you so freaking much for the 1,000. Again, if you gotta refund it, let me know. Don't let my excitement or chat freaking out like pressure. Please. Please. Okay? 1,000. 1,000 Dono. I sincerely freaking appreciate that, man. But yes, pretty please double check. I usually don't do refunds, but for something like that, like, bro, if you need me to refund that, like, I got you, okay? Hit me up in my DMs. Let me know, like, hey, dude, like, I wanted to donate like $10 or like 100. And that's already like freaking insane, right? But wanted to do 10 or 100, whatever it was. And I accidentally hit like an extra 0. If you can refund it to me, bro, just let me know. I got you. Okay? But regardless, holy smokes, I had a panic attack in a good way this morning. Like, yo! Thank you for the 1,000 freaking donos! Sincerely appreciate it! Can we get a cheers in the chat regardless of how much it was in the chat for CH? The message actually made my day though. Just got my first ever job offer. I couldn't have done it without you. That you deserve all the credit, but I'm glad I was able to help in any way that I could. Your streams helped me through the lowest point of my life and gave me a reason to live. Your content gives me so much joy and is invaluable to me. Use this gift for whatever you want. Dude, congratulations on the job. Congrats. Huge congrats. Huge, huge, huge. That makes me so freaking happy, man. That makes me so happy you got the job. That's so damn adorable and wholesome as hell. And I really, really appreciate the message in the dono. I really, really appreciate it. Regardless, like, dude, like, donos are nice, but dude, messages go so far for us creators. You don't understand, man. Sometimes, like, we read a bad comment, or like, we just think we're not, you know, we do a stream and we end stream and we're like, I could have presented that a lot better, or I could have done this better, bro. And we go back to the comments that y'all leave, like the nice ones, and oh, dude, yo, congrats on the job. I really appreciate the dono. Thank you so much for being a part of the fam. Yeah, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But let me know if you need me to refund that to you, because I got you if you need it, okay? Just let me know. Let me know. Do not feel pressured at all. Pretty please. Message makes it sound intended, but I mean... I don't know, man. Why is the boba floating? Hello? What was that? Bro, and it was weird because I picked up my drink as the boba came on the screen. That was like some virtual reality. I was controlling the boba. Did you see that? Bro! That was so weird, dude. Oh, man. Yo, Bro, that timing was so bizarre. I don't unlock psychic powers, dude. That was crazy. Oh man, I I didn't even mean to do that. That was legit. Like I was just shaking it to take a sip. Wow, Genshin VR looks nice. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh man, that was great. That was great. That was great. All right, let's head to Enkanomiya. Let's do this. Let me not stall too long. Let me not stall all this time. I'm just telling you to heal him, right? On a real note, though, final note that I want to say before we get into this. Sancho's gonna get me all emotional too. I really appreciate the support, fam. I really do. Y'all have been insane. It's been a wild ride, man. It's been a wild ride. To be able to do this full time, thanks to you guys, like I can't thank y'all enough. So thank you so freaking much. We got some giveaways coming up pretty soon. I got some events that we've been approved for that I can't talk about lined up in the future. It's gonna be a while until we can do these events, but it is gonna be pretty cool. Hint, hint, TwitchCon. If you're gonna be at TwitchCon, I will be at TwitchCon, and one of the events might be at TwitchCon. So just a hint, just a hint. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's gonna be pretty cool. It's gonna be pretty awesome. It's gonna be pretty awesome, and yeah, I'm super stoked for all the giveaways that we're gonna have and the really cool community events that we're gonna have, and we're only gonna have more as we grow. 100% promise. We had a huge fan meetup in New York City. It was last minute too because I had to wait on Hoyoverse to give me the information when I could host it, you know. So, and the guests from Ruyu and the entire squad. We met Dave in person. That was awesome, and Ruyu and a few others, and it was so freaking awesome, man. It was so cool. So I appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of the fam. All right. Wholesomeness aside, before I cry, let's do this. Let's freaking do this. So, Enkanomiya books. These books apparently hold the secrets of Teyvat or something like that. Or something along this. Something crazy. I don't know the details. I think I got to go to archives if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. Okay. Hope you guys have a good stream. I wish I could watch the stream, but I am sick. Dude, Lazy Slime, hydrate. Take care of yourself. Thanks for being a part of the fam. Casey! Yo! I missed an alert. Welcome back to the fam. Thank you for becoming a member. I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Archives. It's crazy lore, bro. Everybody was saying it was like bananas. What do we got? Books. Okay. The Byaku Yakoku collection. Okay. Cruz, welcome to the chat. How we doing? All right. Let's see what we have. Wait, hold on. Do we got the music playing? I'm gonna like turn up the music like to maximum real fast. Audio 10. I'm gonna turn it up. Is this? Hold on. Okay. Not what we want. Books. Okay. Scroll down. Yo. Woo! Enkanomiya soundtrack's gonna be beautiful. All right. Let's do this. We got a lot to talk about. So, real quick, I just want to say the stream is either going to be a really long stream, an average stream, or a very short stream. I think it's going to be a very short stream. Here's why I think it's going to be a very short stream. Based off of how everybody keeps telling me how crazy this is, and supposedly it's like the secrets of Teyvat revealed, or Celestia revealed, or something like that. I don't know. If it's that crazy, I might just be so damn brain fried that I'm gonna need to end the stream. I hope y'all understand. But we will be reading everything. I want to give y'all a heads up. I have no idea what to expect with energy levels after reading this. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it's crazy long and I just rant on for who knows, like, you know, how long it is. It depends how it affects me. We'll see. Anyways, Volume 1. The Byakuya Koku Collection. Alright. Mysteries creation conceals. The sun and moon omens reveal. Three corners in darkness shrouded. The void by five saints clouded. The void by five saints clouded. The universe has no beginning and no end, and so it was with the land that once was. But this matters not to us. And for the land, that bears us no longer, that has anything to do with that eternity without start or ceasing. So said the lone sage. Aburaku to the first sun child. The sun child had long intended to punish Aburaku. Summoning the sage before the throne in this manner was but an additional way of making things difficult for him before detaining him. Legend has it that Aburaku was opened up to wisdom by Tokoyo Owakami, and was thus able to bring light to Enkanomiya, which had till then never seen the sun. But the sun child grew jealous of his talents, thus imprisoning him for life. Oh, okay. Yet these children of the sun never considered that had Aburaku not created that underground star, they never would have existed in the first place. The origin of heaven and earth is like the chicken and egg, and are not dragons and snakes kin. No sooner had the sage Aburaku uttered these words than he was overthrown by troops lying in ambush. I feel like that was kind of like the world quest that we did, right? If I'm not mistaken. Most likely. I'm not sure. We'll see. At that time, Enkanomiya had only just been bought some room to breathe by the appearance of the sun. The Dragonairs loved the dark and shunned the light, and thus could no longer act with impunity. The days when the Dragonairs would rampage and graze upon humanity like so much grass had at last come to an end, and for the people of Enkanomiya finally had the means to resist. Yet it came to pass that the flaws in human nature would rear their ugly heads even before such outside threats could be quelled. The people chose a sun child, crowned him king, and worshipped him, and yet he ruled with a brutal hand, framing the righteous. Unnumbered years would pass before a young child of Enkanomiya would make a wager with his peers. Alone he would dive beyond the three corners, evading the trail of the Dragonairs, in search of a dragon bone flower. But what he found instead within a great cavern was a mighty serpent, one he had never seen before. Somehow, as he had gazed upon the serpent's titanic form, the child felt no fear, but instead a kind of kinship. I am the profane serpent. That's an interesting nickname to give yourself. Though my servants are numberless, not one mortal now dwells in my shadow. That I have fallen into this realm and that we should meet. Perhaps this is fate. You are not one of my people, but you are human nonetheless. Speak your desire and I shall hear it. Could you then perchance become our god? Oh. So this is how the Owakami became the god of the people of Watatsumi. I'm assuming. Or Oboshi. Oh. Okay. Yeah, no, this is actually kind of crazy. Thus did they, human and serpent, go forth to face the royal authority of the Sun Child and the incursions of the Dragonairs beyond. Thus was the curtain raised on the turning of the tide. What we wish to record is the tale of how heaven's will took shape on the earth below. O heavenly gods, these creations are your works. Grant us divine wisdom, let us endlessly record. Cool. When the doves held branches, when the eternal throne of the heavens came, the world was made anew. Then the true Lord, the Primordial One, came forth and did battle against the 7 terrifying sovereigns, dragon lords of the old world. Isn't it weird how there are 7 terrifying sovereigns and there's 7 archons? The Primordial One created shining shades of itself, and the number of these shades was 4. It's an interesting choice of word right there. Shining shade. And we have the sin shades of Enkanomiya. That's a very stark contrast. The number of these shades was 4, so there were 4 shades of the Primordial One, the original being. Okay. On Phanes, or the Primordial One. The Primordial One may have been Phanes. Funnies? May have been. I don't like may have been. It's like not confirmed. It had wings and a crown, and it was birthed from an egg. Androgynous in nature. That means like like gender fluid or like neutral. What exactly does that mean? I haven't like looked up that definition in ages. But for the world to be created, the eggshell had to be broken. However, Phanes, the Primordial One, used the eggshell to separate the universe and the microcosm of the world. Neutral. Featureless. Got it. Genderless. That makes sense. Got it. I knew it was one or the other, but I wasn't sure which one. 40 years after the held branches. 40 winters entombed the flames and 40 summers churned the seas. The 7 sovereigns were vanquished, and the 7 nations submitted to the heavens, the nations of the Archons. The Primordial One, the great sovereign, began the creation of heaven and earth for our sake, that of its creations which it cherished most, who would soon appear upon the earth. Holy crap, this thing is long. Is it all equally as insane as this? Because this is like lore bomb after lore bomb. 400 years after the held branches, the mountains and rivers were made, and the seas and oceans accepted those who rebelled and those who would not kneel. The Primordial One and one of its shades created the birds of the air, the beasts of the earth, and the fish of the sea. Oh, damn. Okay. Together, they also created flowers, grass, trees, before finally creating humans. Our ancestors, numerous as the stars in the sky, uncountable as the sands on the shore. From that time, our ancestors made a covenant with the Primordial One, and so entered into a new age. The year of the Ark's opening. That's effing crazy. The Ark's opening. Okay. The Primordial One had a sacred plan for humans. As long as they were happy, it too rejoiced. So it had the best interests of humanity at heart. Okay. The year after the Ark's opening. The people worked the land, and so came the first harvest. The people mined, and so reaped the first crop of precious ore. The people gathered, and the first poems were written. The year of Jubilee. If there was hunger, the heavens would bring down food and rain. Is that a reference to the stove god? If there was poverty, the earth would bring forth its riches. If melancholy were to spread, the heavens would reply with their voices. The one taboo was to succumb to temptation, but the path to temptation had already been sealed. Oh, true, Teyvat does mean ark. Fascinating. So this would be the year after Teyvat's opening. That is effing crazy. Jubilee is like an anniversary. I see. Holy hell. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm I'm glad I brought coffee with me. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. The funerary year. The second throne of the heavens came, and war was rekindled. As it was in the world's creation, that day the heavens collapsed and the earth was rent asunder. Our ancestors and their ancestral land fell into this place during that conflict. The era of darkness had begun. The first year of darkness. The people of the 7 sovereigns had found refuge in the oceans, and the dragonairs of the depths ruled this particular place, which led to war between them and our ancestors. The second throne of the heavens came, and war was rekindled because of the second throne of the heavens, someone that came after the Primordial One. Not created, but came, arrived, as it was in the world's creation. What does this mean? as it was in the world's creation, as if saying like this was not of the Primordial One, but rather it was created by the world itself. Terrifying. That day, the heavens collapsed and the earth was rent asunder. Our ancestors and their ancestral land fell into the place during that conflict. The era of darkness had begun. Celestia? Oh my god, this is crazy. Holy hell. Do y'all know what this is, right? Bro, this is like they got paint and like dipped it in like a paintbrush and dipped it in red, and they just painted like Gnosticism all across the screen. There was a Primordial One, and then there was a second one that came. 7 Archons, Gnosises. Holy hell. Dude. Can you block, can you move the cam to the left to not block the text? Hold on. Dope. Sick. Hey, chat, can anyone confirm if you can, like, move where YouTube chat appears? You can now, like, move it between right or left side, right? It's not always left side. If anyone can confirm that, maybe. Dude, this is heavy Gnosticism. Maybe. Maybe. I think so. The people of the 7 sovereigns had found refuge in the oceans, and the dragon heirs of the depths ruled this particular place, which led to war between them and our ancestors. So the first year of darkness was the first year that conflict began. Okay. Our ancestors chased them into the shadows with the light of 1,000 lanterns. Enkanomiya lanterns, maybe? And they hid in those shadows, hunting us. Oh, yeah, this is Enkanomiya lore. But there was only darkness in this place, and so their hunting grounds were untrammeled. The prayers of the people turned into lamentations, but the Primordial One and its 3 other shining shades could not hear. This is either implying that the prayers of the people after it turned into lamentations rather than genuine prayers or wishes, the Primordial One no longer was able to come into contact with the prayers of the people. Meaning that perhaps it needs to be out of goodwill. It can't be out of lamentation. Is this like hinting back to when A said there's a drastic... I don't remember if it was A or Yai Miko, but there's a drastic difference between ambitions and wishes. Is this going back to that, maybe? All assumptions, by the way, we're speculating. And its 3 other shining shades could not hear. A said that, right? Got you. The parable of the sun. In a dark cavern, there lived a group of people who had never seen the light. Among them was a sage who had once seen the sun, and he told the gathered folk about what life under the sun was like, and about the great might of the sun. Seeing that they did not comprehend, he lit a torch, and thus did people come to worship the flame, believing it to be the sun. They even got used to a life of darkness and fire, and when the sage died, someone would monopolize the flame. Using it, they would cast a long shadow over the land. Well, that sounds awful. The parable of the lethed lotus. A lotus that causes all who look upon it to forget their troubles. Like the Greek reference, the river of chat, help me out. It's been I'm rusty on my mythology. You know what I'm talking about, right? It causes amnesia. A ship captain searching for the way back to the surface discovered a tribe of people who ate these lotuses. Some crew members stayed in that place, and others rejected that temptation. Is it? I think it's a different river than Styx. I'm pretty sure. Styx is the one that you go into it and you either die or you can come out and become immortal. You know? The parable of the sun is Prometheus stealing the fire from Zeus. I think it could be a reference, but I don't think so because it's a little different, right? I'm pretty sure it's more someone abusing the fact of the knowledge of how to use the elements with people that don't know exactly how to use it. Yeah, there's another. Lethe. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, sick, dope, awesome. Yeah, it's not Styx. It's not Styx. Others rejected that temptation. Life is a boundless ocean of suffering. We are only searching for the way home. The third year of darkness, we knew the only one who had not forsaken us as the ruler of time. Oh, shit. Oh my God. Okay. She was the moment. She was every moment. She was the measure of 1,000 winds. Ah, nah, bro. Oh my God. It's Istaroth, bro. Are you kidding me? And the sun and the moon. She was every second of joy and every moment of rage, every instant of longing, and every minute of obsession. She was every flash of delirium. Delirium is related to delusion in the dictionary, right? Or am I wrong? Delirium being like not of like clear mind. You're delirious, you know? Delusion being, you know. We call her Kairos, or the ruler of the unchanging world. Heavy Gnosticism vibes. The ruler of the unchanging world. We dare not speak her true secret name, and so I pen it here only once and in reverse. Istaroth. Bro! Dude, what the fudge? And we just got like hard confirmation on Istaroth in Raiden's second story quest with Yai, Miko, and Raiden. Yo, what the hell? That's why it said only 3 shades earlier, because Istaroth had not forsaken them. So Istaroth was the only one that would still hear the prayers of the people. Whereas the other shades were no longer around. Or decided to be around. It's not really like specific, right? Dude. Paimon? Possibly. But I don't think so. That would be weird. But possibly. The name, I just don't see a correlation with the name of Paimon to it. But at the same time, I also do like Island XD's theory of how Paimon could be related to, if not the god of time. Or perhaps a shade of the god of time. Time will tell. We'll see, right? Only time will tell. Only time will tell. The year of blindness. The sage Abrax's wisdom was awakened, and he unveiled a light-bringing miracle from within his hands. So our ancestors began to build the Helios with him as their leader. And this is where we get into the Helios lore of Enkanomiya. Got it. Which is the huge light that changes Enkanomiya from day to night. The year of sight, or the first year of sun and moon. Helios, the divine chariot of the sun, was finally completed. The white night came, and Evernight was banished. The years of the sun and moon had begun. Okay. The second year of sun and moon. Our ancestors sought the returning way, for surely the war on the surface had ended by then. But the Primordial One, the first throne, had laid down a ban. preventing our ancestors from finding the path home. In that case, the Primordial One must have defeated the second who came. So we don't know if it did. So how do we know it's still the Primordial One? I hate Mihoyo. I hate Hoyoverse, man. The Primordial One must have. Not saying it did. It must have. Abrox was imprisoned by order of the Sunchild. Son of a gun. Come. The parable of the tree. The king's gardener and the tree spirit of the royal garden were in love. The king's gardener and the tree spirit of the royal garden were in love. But the king wished to repair the beams of his pavilion, and so needed to cut down the tree with the most spiritual energy within it. The king was the incarnation of the Primordial One. And the gardener could not defy the sovereign of sovereigns. And so he could only bring his plea to the king's priest, who was the incarnation of Takoyo Oikami. Isn't this confirming that reincarnation/incarnations of former divine beings could happen? Or is this just saying that it's a different form of the Takoyo Oikami/Primordial One? I'm pretty sure this is hard confirming that people can become the incarnation of a former god. The priest had pity on the gardener and said to him, "Go and cut the branches of the spirit tree down." Spirit tree. Okay, let's remember that. The gardener did so, and afterward did as the king ordered, cutting the spirit tree itself down. Then the priest said, "Plant the spirit tree's branches in the ground." But the gardener said, "A spirit tree shall take 500 years to grow." What the fudge? Oh my god. What? Like didn't A's tree take 500 years to grow as well? The Sakura tree, right? Because we know at the end of Raiden's quest, it gets confirmed that she's the one that plants the seed that becomes a Sakura tree right after the timeline of the war in Conra that breaks out, right? And then 500 years in the future, our journey begins, and then we meet up with A and we learn about the fully grown Sakura tree. Ooh, so does that mean the Sakura tree is a spirit tree? We can assume. It also echoes throughout eternity of Inazuma. Bro, what the fudge, man? Holy hell. Your one thought shall echo through eternity. And so the gardener planted the branches in his backyard. In an instant, the slim branches grow into a new tree, and the new tree spirit was a continuation of the past one. For it is God of moments who is able to take seeds from this moment into the past and the future, just like Raiden A's. Or similarly, right? / Makoto's. Holy hell. Makoto was the one that gave the seed over to Raiden A. And just so we're clear, Istaroth is one of the shades of the Primordial One. Am I correct on that? That's correct, right? This is getting effing insane. Holy hell. Yes. Yes. So Istaroth is one of the shades. Got you. Sick. I just want to make sure I'm not getting misconceptions. Dope. I'm going to be doing that a lot. For it is God of Moments who was able to... The 10th year of Sun and Moon. Abrax is long gone. The events before the... Who? Abrax. It's an important name. Abrax. Abrax. So we only have Abraxas, right? And an Abraxas is an ancient charm composed of Greek letters, originally believed to have magical powers and inscribed on amulets, etc. But from the 2nd century, personified by Gnostics as a deity, the source of divine emanations. Crazy. Abrax is one of the shades we talked to in Enkanomiya. Abaraku. Holy hell, man. Abrax is long gone. The events before the sun and the moon have been recorded sufficiently. Well, if I did not dare to write things down just as they happened, how could I consider myself a scribe of Tokoyo Owakami? Hark, I hear armor without, here I shall stop writing. The lands beneath the aphotic, I do not know that word. Aphotic. Deep zone of an ocean or lake receiving too little light. Got you. Depths are vastly different from those on the surface, to the extent that all surface-derived common sense must be abandoned down below. The lands beneath the depths are vastly different from those on the surface, to the extent that all surface-derived common sense must be abandoned down below. The effing Sea of Quanta? Teyvat has its own laws, right? All we formerly knew of land and sea was given unto us directly by the heavens. So all they knew of land and sea was given to them directly by the heavens. In this new world of ours, we must begin groping even for the simplest methodologies anew. O you who come after and read these words, do not take the life you lead for normalcy. Even after 100 or 1,000 years, people should grow used to life down here. Always remember, these days with neither sun nor moon are abnormal. Even if some sage were to draw us the sun, there will surely be filthy wretches who will borrow its light to cast long shadows over us. This book is intended to help people understand the world they live in, and to never forget our desire to return to the light. This book has been constantly edited, redacted, and modified over the years. Son of a gun. Even the name of the book's title has seen changes from Aphoetic Earth to Tokoyooku before becoming Byakuyakoku. Later, due to the grace of Watatsumi, the people of the depths would return to the sea surface. But it seems like Aphoetic Earth has some special meaning, and it has not been universally changed throughout the text. Deep Earth. Aphotic. Got you. Aphotic. Huh. Of wind and water. Byakuyakoku has no mountains to speak of, and so it is pointless to speak of them. However, our priests and sages have detected something. Even in these depths, the power of the undying wind and the water still remain. The personification of the undying wind is known as Tokoyo Owakami, and it is poetically rendered the Thousand Winds. What the fudge? Or the Thousand Winds of Time. Freaking Mondstadt reference? Hello? What? Oh, bro. Venti is so sus, bro. Venti is so damn sus. Water, on the other hand, is the might of the Vishap realm, represented by the baptismal Vishaps. We have already developed a certain field of study regarding the relationship between sunfire, not fire, sunfire, wind, and water. As such, both hydrology and the Undying Wind must be considered before undertaking any project of civil engineering. Dude. Holy hell. Yeah, Mona uses hydrology for her astrology, which makes sense why it's one of like the ways that she's able to peer into the truth of reality, which means the Hydro Archon should know a lot about what the hell actually is going on. Maybe, right? Who knows? The borders of Byakuya Yakoku, I'm saying that wrong, are marked out by 3 corners. These mark the limits of the seesaw clash between humanity and the Vishaps. During the era of, you know what, Tower of 3 Realms were built at, yeah, we know this, used to harmonize 3 realms. These ancient names have been lost to time. They were renamed after the coming of Wadatsumi. These towers are exceedingly important. They are not in locations aligned with either wind or water. Rather, their purpose is to stabilize the tendencies of Byakuya Yakoku and control its winds and waters. If these towers were to be imperiled, so would the entire nation. As such, they have been hidden using secret arts. Only the Shrine Maidens and the Vassals of Wadatsumi can summon them forth. We know this. The Narrows. Dope. The Narrows were, in the earliest times, sandwiched between the mountain face and an area known as the Roundlands, thus earning that location its name. However, the exceedingly strange tectonic shifts in Byakuya Koku caused the Roundlands to collapse into the depths, thus causing the Narrows to widen significantly. The Serpent's Heart. From the first time our ancestors discovered this place, it had already played host to a unique phenomenon in which space itself might overlap in a certain locale. Later, those who came before us would utilize this phenomenon by creating the Serpent's Heart. It would be used to guard secrets, imprison criminals, and worship the great imaginary serpent, Ouroboros. Basically a pocket realm, right? If I'm not misunderstanding that, they're making it sound like they were able to create a pocket realm, is what it sounds like. In the earliest times, this place was called Delphi, as in Delphi the Oracle, the land of snakes. This name did not change even after the arrival of Wadatsumi Oekami. Ancient arts depict the scaleless serpent as Ouroboros, and the coral-adorned serpent as Ouroboshi. Yes, a pocket or a dimension land. Spooky. Dainichi Mikoshi. The earliest name of this place was Helios. We've learned this. And it was the high tower built by the sage Abaraku, standing for earth, element between wind and water. According to prophecy, this was likely the sun that the sage displayed. He used to light to... We know this. Okay, cool. Awesome. Volume 4. Effective today, all experiments regarding the Dragonaires will be directed by Wadatsumi Oekami in person. All files preceding the founding year of the Wadatsumi calendar have been destroyed. Dossier serial numbers shall no longer use the categories Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, and Epsilon, which use the ancient Wadatsumi tongue. Instead, we shall use Earth, Water, Fire, Wind, Ether, and Void going forward. Ether is soul, right? Or some type of correlation of soul, I believe. Energy, ether. Spiritually, it's space, stillness, that which contains and holds. Raw definition: a chemical, colorless, volatile liquid that is highly flammable. Literary: the clear sky, the upper regions of air beyond the clouds. So it could be wind, is what I... Well, no, they already have wind, so why ether? In astrology, ether correlates to planet Jupiter. Planet Jupiter is ether element, which means sky, space, and spirit. Jupiter is most auspicious among all planets, hence is given prime importance in astrology. The space holds all these planets. Funny enough, in astrology, the 5 elements are water, fire, ether, air, fire, water, and earth. Earth, water, fire, wind, ether, and void. A void being the 6th. Interesting. All quotes and notations are to be written within quotation marks. The following order of writing should be observed. File header, serial number, subject, author. Okay. Author, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you use 12 font, Times New Roman. And usage of researchers' ancient Enkanomiya name or modern Watatsumi Narukami Inazuma name is forbidden. These experimental records were not to be used for writings or diaries, love letters, or fantasy novels. Ha! Yan Miko says too late to that. The Dragonairs. Hereafter named Baptismal Vishaps or simply Vishaps. Evolution is plain for all to see. We have tried lowering the temperature in the living environments of a young heat-resistant Vishap. As a result, they were weaker once matured. We suspect that this is because its body did not possess the seed required to resist such an environment. However, its descendants would all possess high body fat, greater predilection towards sleep, and would express the cryo element. Evolution. Please refer to the experimental data after the main text. The abnormal data derived from sample 3 is due to my assistant feeling sorry for the subject of the anti-hunger control group and feeding it I know what that means, I just don't know how to say it. When we then place their descendants into sweltering conditions, they would again choose, like their ancestors, the heat resistance trait. However, none of them have developed traits indicative of the pyro element thus far. Why is that? We do not have enough data to reach a conclusion at present, but we can make an educated guess that baptismal Vishaps have the ability to awaken their seed freely before maturation. Vishap mothers can also create new seeds to pass on to their descendants should they encounter heretofore unseen challenging environments. It can be said that even before encountering us, the people of the Enkanomiya, the baptismal Vishaps, had already stored a veritable armory within their bodies. Pyro being the only element that did not appear within the baptismal Vishaps after experimenting on them. You could also call ether space and void being lack of space. Huh. The results of the intelligence test are astonishing. Through a screening process consisting of rewards and punishments, the previous researcher indicates the screening is unnecessary, blah, 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 use Times New Roman and 12 font. The linguistic capacities of Vishap's 4 generations down are starting to approach that of a 12-year-old human student. Perhaps it might be more accurate to say that Vishaps always had their own methods of communication, and what they are displaying here is their ability to learn. We believe that these experiments should be stopped. If not, we may yet be proven narrow-minded for having dismissed that last person who wrote a fantastical tale about Vishap people. Prophecy holds that the dragon sovereign of water will be born in a human form. Kokomi, dun 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 dun! We don't know, we can only assume. We must not let this thing happen in Enkanomiya. All previous attempts at grafting, ouch, have failed. Because they cannot accept Watatsumi Omikami's blood, the Vishaps will fall victim to various adverse effects. Perhaps they are not yet strong enough, but we cannot be as sure. Indeed, according to our rationalized Vishap evolutionary roadmap, we should have bred the strongest Vishap possible. The grafting can be considered a success. The rejection originates from the Vishaps having been beings of the light realm, also known as elemental creatures, and thus being at odds with the human realm, of which Omikami and its coral vassals are a part. All experimental logs are closed. No experiment conducted here resulted in the death of any dragon heirs, and they all lived to see the end of their days. Praise be to Wadatsumi Omikami, gracious and beneficent. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we can... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. Nope. Yeah, totally, dude. What? Nobody died? Of course nobody died. Science experiments and written by scientists that don't want their records to be found and nothing bad happened? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. That'd be crazy. That'd be wild. That'd be wild, right? Like scientists, crossing the line of ethics, they would never. Volume 5, question 1. What walks on 4 feet? Bro, I'm gonna make a coffee. Listen, don't give me a quiz. What walks on 4 feet and has 2 faces and wings and a snake tail and me. We're really gonna do this? Pour a coffee real quick. Yep. Okay. All right. Dragons and serpents aren't similar in Teyvat. It literally says dragons and serpents aren't the same up top, but it also says dragons and serpents are similar. I'm pretty confident. Pretty confident it says that. It says clearly that dragons and serpents are not the same and they are different, but that they are similar. Whatever that's supposed to mean. They look reptilian. They all have slits for eyes. Oh, you know? It's a children's book. Deal with it, hey. Well, I'm a child, and I would like to say I don't appreciate the questions. All right? They're trying to confuse us. It's working. It's working. Boss, in various mythologies, dragons and serpents are linked. I'm fully aware, but it clearly says here that dragons and serpents are not the same, therefore we cannot treat them the same, but it does say that they are similar. Nothing that they can't be linked story-wise, it just says that in terms of, like, race, they are not the same. So, you know, take that for what you will. Awesome. Oroboshi educates them to go back to the serpents. I see. So in terms of race, they're the same, just evolved differently. I think like their end race, or they're scientists though. I mean, yeah, they're scientists. You know, we can only go based off of like what we have here, and then speculate and make assumptions. But we sadly don't have like many hard facts. Sadly. Volume 5 is a children's book. Ah, I see. Grafting and no harm in the same entry. Okay, right? That's what I'm saying. We performed. we have performed grafting across several of our subjects, but don't worry, not a single subject was harmed in any fashion or form. Yeah. Okay, can you repeat to me what the definition of grafting is? You know, just out of curiosity, you know? It's out of curiosity. The first question is from Greek mythology. Yeah, it's a reference of, I believe it's Perseus, when he is going on his journey to go and slay Medusa. Before he slays Medusa, he gets quizzed by, I believe it's, is it a sphinx? Is it, I don't remember. I'm rusty. Well, walks on 4 feet in the early morning, 2 feet during the day, and 3 feet at night. A Vishap who transforms into a person to attend a ball, then breaks one of its legs and eventually ends up walking with a cane. Question mark? Nani? Not Perseus. Oedipus? Oedipus. Are we sure on that? Oh, you're right. It is Oedipus. Continuing on his way, Oedipus found Thebes, plagued by the Sphinx, who put a riddle to all passerby and destroyed those who could not answer. Oedipus solved the riddle and the Sphinx killed herself. I wonder if that's a play on both Greek mythology and Gnosticism. Because a big part of Gnosticism is like a false god attempting to make sure that it is, you know, it believes that it is the only true god. And then due to this, having everyone else kind of stuck in the material world, Teyvat, maybe, possibly, Archons, Gnosticism, I don't know. This needs ice. It's great, but it needs ice badly. Okay. A Vishap who transforms into a person who attend a ball, but why is that so oddly specific? Out of curiosity. A Vishap who transforms into a person to attend a ball, then breaks one of its legs, and eventually ends up walking with a cane. Sages like this answer the most, and it is the children get it right almost exclusively. For adults, it always smells like a horrible conspiracy when a Vishap turns into a human. According to the prophecy of old, the dragon of water and the ancient lord of Vishaps will definitely descend in the form of a human. However, for children, the answer to the question indicates the possibility of mutual understanding. But it is not a good idea to make Vishaps sound adorable. Though such jokes defang the fear, they also lower the guard of the children. Dragon arrows of the depths have evolved to wield the power of other elements and have hence lost their purity. As such, the dragon of water will no longer be born from among their ranks. Question 2. With only one mouth, this being sometimes has 4 feet. Sometimes 2 feet and sometimes 3 feet. Though unable to morph into other things, it is able to walk on the earth, swim in the water, and fly in the sky. The more feet it walks on, the feebler it grows. What is this being? A human. Humans crawl on hands and feet as babies, walk on 2 legs as adults, and use a cane as the elders. The answer is undoubtedly a human. It's a play on the original question. What talks with one mouth but walks on 4 and 2 feet? Answer: someone raising livestock. This riddle is a very ancient one. In the past, we could only understand the meaning of the livestock from reading text. 4 legs refer to 4-legged animals like ox, horse, and forest boar. After Byakuya Koku fell into the ocean depths, these animals died out within 2 generations due to a lack of habitable land and food. Since the arrival of Watatsumi Oikami, some of us have returned to the sea surface to build a home and interact with the people there. Therefore, we have been able to review the names of these animals. According to the vows in the Omikami's prophecy, we shall all move back to the sea surface someday. So it is important to get these names right. Cattle, horse, boar. Got it. Who are the 2 sisters who give birth to each other every day? Day and night, or white night and evernight? Yeah, that makes sense. The riddle is easy to understand. It alludes to the succession of day and night, which in Byakuya Koku means the cyclical... Okay, cool. We know this. By the way, the 2 special astronomical phenomenon of Byakuya Koku, the mirages and the sin shades, were at first indiscriminately referred to as eidolons and seen as 2 sides of the same coin. It was not until the arrival of Watatsumi Omikami that the people of Byakuya Koku were able to understand the 2 phenomena and name them differently. Though the sun did not shine upon Byakuya Koku, if I have to say that word one more time, the mirages that appeared in White Nights were named Sunfire Phantasms and those of Evernight, Ghost Fire Phantasms. As time went by, both of them came to be referred to as the Sunfire Phantasms, for they are essentially the same thing. That was kind of redundant, but okay. Question 5. I am a shadow born of the Lord of Light. I am a wingless bird that rises from the earth to the sky. Those who shed tears in my presence feel no sorrow in their bosom. Away with a gentle breeze I fade, and thus ends my fleeting life. Answer: the answer is smoke. Birds are winged creatures, and it is normal that they are not seen in Enkanomiya. A father has 12 auspicious numbered children, each then giving birth to 60 daughters of different appearances. Of them, 30 are pale and 30 are dark. The whole family, knowing not death, will only fade away. Who is the father? The answer is the year. The people of Byakuya Koku may find the part about 60 pale or dark granddaughters a bit confusing, but everything will start to make sense once they crack question 4. There used to be a sequel to this riddle in ancient times that roughly said that their granddaughter would give birth to 12 descendants, and each of them would then have 60 children. Every such child later would give birth to another 60, who would go on to have children of their own. This would continue until at last all the offspring would give birth to the one and only primordial child, Tokoyo Oikami, the mother of 14 billion years. Wadatsumi Omikami forbade people from spreading this riddle. Why? Appendix: historical figures, traditional names, and Narukami-style renderings. Kairos, Tokoyo Oikami, Eris, Arisu, Abrax, Abaraku, we met him, Charon, Ka, Spartacus, Supuda, Emma and Emma, Sas, Koi, Antijon, Antijonis, Erebus, Eboshi, Echion, Eki, Udayas, Uda, Arisu, Alice? Well, we have Eris and Arisu, but it doesn't say Alice. Where are we getting Alice from? Out of curiosity. Alice might be Eris, but where is that coming from? Eris. Arisu is Alice in Japanese. Oh. Really? Arisu is the Japanese pronunciation of Alice. What do we know of Arisu? Oh, I can tell you I can tell you of Eris, actually. Eris is a famous Greek goddess. Goddess of strife and discord. Eris's opposite is Harmonia. But that would be weird. Does that really fit Alice? Well, Eris and Eros are different. That's kind of scary. That's ominous as hell. Alice and Klee are... I mean, you know, Klee is a chaotic child, but she's a child, so you can't blame her. If you gave me, like, a ton of bombs, I'm not gonna lie, I would like to figure out how to use said bombs. As a child, it's like, oh, shiny go boom boom, you know? Boom boom bakudan, you know what I'm saying? But, Eris' symbol was a golden apple. True. Very true. Son of a gun. Son of a golden apple archipelago. That is ominous as hell. Oh my god. Okay. Who or what is Alice? Alice is the mother of Klee. We actually got to talk to her for the first time in the Golden Apple Archipelago event, which was like a summer celebration, I guess you could say, for her daughter Klee. I believe they're both confirmed to be elves, if I'm not mistaken, or like elfish race, whatever that is, right? Buy Alice's book in the recent event. Is there Alice made a book in the recent event. Does that add more to the lore? Yeah, Alice's voice was in Aloy's Miscellany, which kind of low-key confirms that Alice is able to peer into the different realms besides Teyvat. Which makes sense why she's able to know about what we've been up to and how she constantly is able to, like, see what everyone else is up to around her child. Teyvat travel guide for Inazuma. Got you. Sick. Dope, 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 dope. So, what have we learned? Let's recap. Let's recap. Oh my lord, dude. What a nuke. Okay, so there was a Primordial One that existed, or we don't know if it existed like originally, but we're assuming that it did, right? That's where the whole chicken and egg like question comes from. But there was a Primordial One, and the Primordial One helped create the birds and the squirrels and the fishies and the birdies and all this stuff in the land and all that, right? The Primordial One then created 4 shades, which I think is a very interesting name. One of those shades being Istaroth. Do we know anything about the other 3 shades? Out of curiosity. Who seems more hyped up, Varka or Alice? I don't know Varka, and we actually, like, as far as I'm aware, we have no knowledge on what he's capable of. Alice? Bro. The lady's like, snap finger, islands appear, snap finger again, islands go bye-bye. By the way, I know what you did last night and last summer. Like, I don't know. I think Alice is kind of, you know. If we gotta fight Alice, that ain't gonna be an easy fight. I'm just saying. You know? That is not gonna be an easy fight. At all. At all. So, I don't know. We'll see. Yo, by the way, Federal, thank you for the 20, my dude. It's appreciated. It's appreciated. So we don't know anything about the other 3 shades, right? We only know one of the shades is Istaroth. Okay, we're getting a lot of symbolism for death and time, correct? What is something that is typically able to communicate a lot of these thematics over and over and over again? Tarot. And we know based off of the Hoyoverse lore that artifacts are inspired by tarot and the lore of, you know, Genshin Impact, and it's supposed to be heavily tied. We know this because we actually got confirmation on the Flame Witch thanks to artifacts, right? Five artifacts, like the Primordial One and the 4 shades. Life, Death, Eons, Enothum, and Logos. Circlet of Logos. Goblet of Enothum. Sands of Eon. Plume of Death. Flower of Life. Holy... This gets even crazier. You know what's another game that decided to use this exact symbolism with inspiration of tarot, and the core foundation of the story of this game was deeply rooted also in Gnosticism? Persona 5. Persona freaking 5. Where we had the actual god and a false god. And now here we have a Primordial One, right? And the one who came after, the second throne of heaven. Dude. What the fudge? We've cracked the code. That's why Persona 6 hasn't come out. Fam, Genshin Impact is Persona 6. That's why, because the game is already out. It's Persona 6. We figured it out. Genshin Impact is just a placeholder to play. I'm kidding. But you saw where I was. That was us coming back from air. That was us coming up for air, okay? You saw where I was going with that, okay? Ignore that last part. Everything else is still, I still believe in the rest, okay? Oh, man, that's funny, dude. That's funny. But no, but jokes aside, though. Yeah, like, Persona uses tarot references a lot. And they also are deeply rooted inside of Gnosticism. And here we know that Genshin Impact is deeply rooted inside of Gnosticism, especially with the revelation of the Primordial One and the second throne, the one who came after, right? Interesting. We know there were 7 sovereigns that were, I believe, Vishaps of the Vishap like race. If I'm not mistaken, right? Or no, it's 7 sovereign dragons, actually. Scratch that. 7 sovereign dragons. 7 dragons. And 7 archons. Spooky. Spooky, 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 spooky. They love the number 7. Watch Way's videos. I mean, if y'all think that his videos are good, I recommend you check out. I haven't seen his videos, so I don't know. But if you think his videos are good, check out his videos. I don't want to. I try not to take so here's the thing with like YouTube, right? Is say there's people in my chat that's never seen Way, right? And like I have never seen Way. And then I watch his theory video from beginning to end. Now the person that has never seen that video has like almost no reason to go and watch that video. So Way now loses out on a view. So I just don't feel good about that. So I'm not gonna do that. But I'll check it out on my own. I'll check it out on my own. And I recommend you guys check it out because there's a good number of people in the chat saying that it is a big recommend. Yeah, 7 archons, 7 deadly sins, right? 507. Well, we already saw it. Well, I mean, not everybody, though. You can't speak for every single person, you know? That's the thing. Boss, did you know that if you put tarot cards upside down, it changes the meaning of the card? Yes, fully aware. Fully aware, fully aware. Which is interesting, right? The reverse changes the meaning of the tarot card, just like how we have the 7 sovereigns, and we also have the 7 archons. 7 archangels. Yeah, 7's very, very biblical number, very mythological number, right? The Primordial One was probably the main stainer assigned to Project Arc. When the second throne arrived, Kevin, Sue, and Fuhua lost contact with the Arc just as it was in the manga. I don't think so. I think that's like solid, like thinly connections, but the only thing that I will say is, as far as we are aware, besides maybe Sue that was capable of it, they weren't really capable of the feats that the Primordial One was able to do, as far as we are aware, right? This could change with, like, you know, future lore that we get, but we'll see. I just don't think that's like legit connection just yet. But one thing that is an interesting parallel, because we know all MiHoYo games parallel each other to an extent, right? This is like hard confirm, like there's so much. Not connecting the stories, just parallels. There's a difference. We have 14 Hershers and Honkai. We have 7 Sovereigns and 7 Archons, which equals out to 14. Which is interesting. It's like a different route of reality, right? So we know nothing about the 3 other shades, but we know about Istaroth, which was time. So the ones that we don't know about is Flower of Life, the Plume of Death. Circlet was probably the Primordial One, being Circlet of Logos. Logos being logic, knowledge, truth, right? Which could be, you know, the Primordial One. I feel like that makes the most sense, most likely. Spooky. Very, very spooky. Bro. People think they are 3 Mooncestors, but not yet confirmed. I see. You know what else is weird? Is, Paimon, right? If you guys haven't seen Island XC's theory on Paimon, and there's a specific one. It's like, it's got Paimon in the thumbnail, black background, and it's speaking on the concept of like the 7 Archons and then, you know, the 7, I believe 7 Sovereigns or just 7 possible unknowns, right? I wonder if Paimon is like an incarnation of one of the shades. Or a spy planted by a shade slash the one who came after. Venti is a sus as hell dude, though. I'm just saying. That man knows something. There's a reason he's a deep alcoholic. I don't know what it is, but, you know. Also, like Ashikai, the may have been bothers me about the Primordial One may have been famous. Yeah, I agree. I said the same thing. The may have been is little sus, right? It also states in the book that the Primordial One must have defeated the one who came after. Why don't you know? Sus. Right? They don't know because they descended beforehand. No. Gods are prideful in almost every story that they are, you know, portrayed in. If the Primordial One was truly the victor, then why was it so hell-bent on sealing so much information? That's weird. It's really weird. I don't know. If you have nothing to hide, you would overly share everything that you have to share, you know? Again, this isn't me saying like hard confirmation the Primordial One is sus. I'm just saying that it is a little spooky. So, yeah. We also know that confirmed from Enjo, Celestia came after Teyvat. Like they are not of Teyvat, right? So isn't that like a hard confirmation of the Primordial One not being the victor? Or can we only assume that? Winds do correlate to time as well. Oh yeah, we saw that in the book. 1,000 winds a time, right? And there's a lot of other, you know, the 1,000 Winds Temple. There's so many references to wind and time. So many. The Primordial and Sovereign's lost, probably. Enjo said that the Order was trying to prove that. True. The question is, how trustworthy is the Abyss Order? Right? Also begs the question whether the Traveler sent by the same place as the Primordial One. The second throne does kind of relate to Lucifer. I don't think so. I don't think it's a reference to Lucy. Just because they use... I mean, it could be. Because, like, Genshin does draw upon a lot of different references from, like, different, you know, religions and mythologies. But I just don't see it. I see more of... more Gnosticism. And the true God and the false God. Being the Primordial One and then the second throne of heaven. Yeah, that's the thing with Enjo, is like he doesn't technically lie. He just omits things. He purposely makes it so that he doesn't tell you everything. So like you can only make the assumption that he wants you to make. And that's what makes that tricky. You'll learn so much more after the chasm. Bro, does the chasm have more? Son of a gun. Story is getting insane in this game. It is getting freaking bananas. Like, did y'all see that Kaya has a voice line of about Conria and talking about like the remaining people being sinners? Isn't that weird? That's a little bizarre. I don't know. Yeah, man, so many questions. And so hold on. Let's recap real quick. Let's get our knowledge like solid. I want to make sure that like we're all on the same page before going into Chasm. Let's break down what we've learned. Books. I'm looking for like archive. Books is what I'm looking for. So we have the Primordial One, and the Primordial One made 4 shades, right? 4 is an interesting number, but 4 shades, sure. We know one of the shades is Istaroth. We can assume this is an assumption and just a theory, just based off of artifacts, right? The other 3 shades are not Logos, because Logos is most likely tied to the Primordial One, right? But Enothum, Death, and Life, right? Why 4? That's such a weird number. So we have the 4 shades. Hold on, let's bring this up real quick. Dope. Is this where it says the days, rampage, grays? Okay, cool. Alone, he would dive beyond the 3 corners, evading the trail of the Dragonairs in search of a dragon bone flower. Do we know anything about the dragon bone flower? Yeah, 4 is an unlucky number. That's why it's bothering me. Maybe because 4 equals death. That's an interesting take. Bad luck. The flower could be like Abyss, 7 dragons, Primordial One, second throne. The serpent's bowels had a flower growing out of a bone. Oh, okay, so the dragon bone flower is the lotus drug. Got it. Got it. From the world quest. I see. That's weird. You know what else is weird about that is, D, welcome to the Unreal fam. Thanks for becoming a member. Sorry for going quiet. This is just my brain working on overtime. Paimon has amnesia, right? Supposedly. Like, it doesn't remember, like, everything about its existence. Correct? Kind of like the lotus flower. Right? I wonder if that's related. Is the reason why Paimon doesn't have any memory be because of an interaction or something that happened with the lotus flower? Or Paimon's just senile. That could be it too. Maybe, right? Maybe. Yet Paimon knows so much. We know that Istaroth was still on the side of humanity, if I'm not mistaken, whereas the Primordial One and the three other shades no longer heard the prayers of the people after their prayers became lamentable. Is that correct? Is that, like, spot on? Just so we're clear. Her brain is full of food right now, UD. I mean, you know, that's a good point. That is solid. That is solid. That is solid. Yeah, so is that correct? Yes. Isn't that weird? Isn't it weird how the three shades kind of, in a weird way, and the Primordial One in a weird way, no longer really associated itself with Istaroth, and Istaroth being the only one that really believed in humanity, almost as if being the odd man out, right? Being the fourth one out, which leaves just the Primordial One and three other shades, no longer having the auspicious number of 4 tied to the Primordial One. Because perhaps having all 4 shades working together just wasn't possible, due to 4 being an unlucky number. Maybe they are sealed or something. True. So many different routes they could take this story. So many different routes. Fascinating. Yeah, 4 shades of gray. You're so dumb with the blush emote. Oh, dude. Four representing death, and Istaroth being the 4th man out. She dead. Could be. So many different, dude, so many different ways they can take this. Crazy. And then we have this, and then we have the Sealies. Where do they enter the scene? Oh, bro, Jack, can I go on something? I talked about this with Island already. But now that I read this, like, oh, you know what's weird? You know what's weird about this? We've heard the story before. We have. In Honkai Impact 3rd. The will of the Honkai, the gestalt will of the ultimate enemy, the ultimate divine being. Divine. This god with infinite amounts of knowledge that humanity cannot perchance to be able to understand in any fashion or form, decided to bless one of its tertiaries with the ability and powers to then be able to gift 4 false gems to 4 false pseudo Hershers, right? Which is just strange. Very, very strange, actually. Very similar to the Primordial One and its 4 shades. Now, I don't think those two are the exact same, but I do think that that's an intentional parallel, right? Now, I'm going to talk to like the mythos geeks in the chat, but isn't there a legend of like the four horsemen of like the apocalypse or something like that along those lines, right? Ah, you're seeing the dots are connecting now, right? Isn't there like a reference to the yes? Can anyone give me like a brief on that real quick? Because I'm a little rusty on it, but I do remember something about this. War, famine, death. The four horsemen are a reference. Yes. Are a reference to Rome's fall. Yes. There we go. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Thank you, Haley. The Book of Revelations in the New Testament lists the four horsemen of the apocalypse as conquest, war, famine, and death. Kind of spooky. The Primordial One. Four horsemen of apocalypse, possibly? And then in Honkai Impact, we know that Hoyoverse was very obsessed with this idea of a Gestalt will blessing one of its people, one of its, servants, to be able to gift these pseudo gems over to four of its servants to bring about the apocalypse of humanity. This is all speculation, by the way. This is just I'm not connecting the games for people who are like, me connecting the game. It's not what I'm doing. But mirrors. miHoYo loves retelling stories in different fashions and forms across their games. They love to parallel things. Everything in their universe must have a parallel to one another. So it's something they've proven this even in Honkai itself, where they had like different bubble realms, and the bubble realms, even though the stories led to different outcomes, they still paralleled what was going on in another realm, another timeline, right? So they're obsessed with doing this. Obsessed. Yeah, we got to get the taking notes emo. That's I got to send that commission in. I'll send it in this week, guaranteed. 100%. We got to get that in. I got to get that in 1000%, dude. I came from Island Stream. How you dude? Doro, welcome to the chat. How's it going? How we doing? What's up, Island crew? If you're here, how we doing? How's it going? Hopefully the stream went well. Fascinating. Something to take of note as well is the Gnosis, as far as from what we understand from what Yaimiko said, after A cut off her connection to Celestia and the fact that she was not the original Electro Archon, meaning Celestia did not recognize A as the Electro Archon, the Gnosis had no benefit to Raiden A or Yaimiko, hence why she willingly gave up the Electro Gnosis over to Scaramouche, right? Meaning that the Gnosis is only able to choose an Archon by the will of Celestia. That's an assumption, that last part, but we can assume that because in one of Raiden A's voice lines, she also says that when visions are being gifted, it's not that the Archons themselves choose who gets what vision. The process is actually a lot more complex than that. And it's not the Archons themselves that actually choose. Sounds like a lot of information and a lot of stuff, and a lot of the systems are being manipulated by Celestia. We were much more valuable than the Gnosis as well. Yeah, exactly. And the fact that the Traveler was able to basically resonate with the ambitions of all the visions inside of the omnipresent statue, right? We also know that Kazuha was able to resonate with another vision. Momentarily, but he did pull it off. You know? I don't know. Interesting, interesting. Also, no birds in Enka. No birds in Enka. You are correct. You are correct. So where does the Abyss Order fit in all of this, right? We know Conrail was a civilization that I'm assumedly comes after Byakuyo Goku, I believe. Or could be around the same timeline? Maybe? Possibly? Who knows? Probably not, I would imagine. They're around the same timeline, I think. I could see that. You'll find out in the World Quest dialogue. Which one? Enkanomiya's or Chasm's? Play the Archon Quest. There's new lore for Conrail. Oh, dude. That's exciting. That's very, very exciting. Chasm. I see. Enkanomiya and Chasm. I've done Enkanomiyas. I have not done Chasms yet. Chasm's actually insane. All right, well, on that note, fam, guys, it was a phenomenal stream. I think we're going to call it there. I think that's a really good... I thought that was like an hour stream tops. We've been live for 2 hours. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. All right. I thought that was short. It was very short. Okay. No, I'm late. Wood Valley, thanks for joining and popping in the stream, man. I'm sorry you're late. I'm sorry. Chasm Exploration wins. I'm going to be uploading a video pretty soon. Maybe tomorrow or the day after. Definitely the day after at the very latest, ideally speaking. And it's just going to be like an initial, like, above ground Chasm Exploration, and then we're going to do a stream with either the World Quest or the Dane Slave Quest, one or the other. We'll see. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see. So, yeah. Chasm Exploration video very soon. Very soon. Guys, thanks for joining my crackpot lore read through and vibing with a more chill, laid back, you know, Sherlock Holmes stream. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all soon. Doses. Love ya. Have a good one. Till next time. Be unreal. Join the Discord. Follow on Twitter. All that good stuff. Subscribe. Leave a thumbs up. And yeah. Peace.